Hi, children. Look at here. What do we see? Let's read. Do. You heard that word do? Yes, you heard that word all the time. You are hearing that word every day. At home and at school, the word do is regularly used. Yes? Now, at home, mommy tells you, do this and do that. Do like this and do like that. Or she'll say, don't do this and don't do that. Don't touch here, don't go there. So all the do's, do, is learned in the house. If you listen attentively to your mom and dad, grandpa, grandma, older sister, brother, then you will do everything correctly. Back to school. The teacher uses the word do. What does she say? She says, do this, do that, do this like this, do the sum like this, do the writing like this, do the painting like this, do the dance, whatever. She tells you a lot of do. Listen to the teacher, you'll do it correctly. She also says, don't do this, don't do the scribbling work, don't do that writing so badly. Don't go over there. Don't go near the well. Don't go out of the class. So, all the do's and don'ts and learned both in the school and in the house. What must you do, children? You must listen attentively and obey your parents, your teachers. Then you will do everything correctly. You will be safe. Let's look at the usage of do in some questions that I have here for you. Look at the question and let's read. Look at the picture too. What do we have here? The picture of a little girl and the little sister. Big sister, small sister. They're all going for a walk, I think. Yes, it's a beautiful picture. Now, I have a question here. Shall we read together? Do you love your little sister? What a question. Sure, when you have a darling little sister like this, you will love. The question is, the stress is on do. Do you love your little sister? It can be, do you love your little brother? Or do you love your grandpa? Do you love your grandma? Do you love your uncle? Do you love your friends? The answer should be yes. Do you love your little sister? Yes, I love my little sister. Do you love your little brother? Yes, I love my little brother. Do you love your friends, your new friend? Yes, I love my new friend. Do you love your aunt and uncle? Yes, I love my aunt and uncle. Do you love your grandma and grandpa? Yes. Do you love your neighbors? Yes, I love my neighbor. So when someone puts a question to you, do you love? Who do you love? They're asking you to love the family members, love your neighbors, love your extended family. What else is there in your house? Do you have a pet? Then you will say, do you love your pet dog? Do you love your pet cat? Do you love your pet fish? What are you supposed to do? Take care of them. The question here is, do you love your little sister? That means, do you care for your little sister? Do you look after her? Help her when she's eating? Help her when she's falling down? Do you take and give her water, whatever she needs? She'll want a toy. Do you play ball with her? Do you play, uh, take your toys, your dolls and play with her? Taking care of the little sister. When you say, when do you love, you're supposed to take care and love your sister, your brother, the members of the family. Yes? Good. Now let's go to our next picture and see the stress of do. Do you? Look at the question I have here for you. Look at the picture first of all. A jolly little boy taking a ride on his bicycle. The question is, do you like to ride a bicycle? What a question. You love. The answer is yes, I love to ride a bicycle. For how long? For as long as mama calls me. You have to go on riding on your bike till mommy says, come here. So you enjoy. What are you trying to say? You just love. Do you like to ride with? Yes, I just love. I enjoy. I like to spend a lot of time riding my bicycle. Now, where do you go riding? Down the street, in the garden, in the neighborhood? Yes. Sometimes you also take a ride to the temple, to the market. Yes. Do you like to ride a bicycle? Yes. You say, I love to ride. Then mama says, come here. Here's the little basket. Go. Take your bicycle, take a lovely ride. Get me some flowers. Get me something from the market. And you go with a big smile, with a basket on the bike, and off you go. The stress here is do. Do you like to ride a bicycle? Yes, I like to ride a bicycle. Is the bicycle your own? Yes, it is my own bicycle. I love to ride my own bicycle. Will you give your sister or brother to ride your bicycle? Yes, I will share. I will give my bicycle for my sister or brother to ride. Good. Giving your bicycle to your friend, to your sister, brother is a very good habit. Good. Shall we take a new picture and see the question do? Let's look here. What the little girl doing here? She got the tap open. She's washing her hands. Do you wash your hands often? It's a very important thing. If you don't want to get sick, then this question is very good for you. The question is, do you wash your hands often? Give me the answer. Yes, I wash my hands often. When do you wash your hands? I wash my hands before eating. Then I wash my hands after eating. Then I wash my hand when I come back from play. I wash my hands when I come back from school. When else? I wash my hands after I come back from the market. Good. So, do you wash your hands often? Yes. You wash your hand before eating, after eating, you come back from play, you come back from school, you come back from market, you wash your hands. Very good. Now, you wash your hands often with what? I wash my hands with water, soap, and wipe my hands on the towel. Very good. So, do you wash your hands often? Yes. I wash my hands often with water, soap, and towel. And it is a very good habit to keep you safe away from germs. Good. Shall we take a new picture and see the question? Look at the question here with a lovely picture. What's the picture you see over there? The picture of a home garden. Do you have a home garden? All of us have a tiny garden. Some of us have a big garden. Some of us have no garden. Then you have the school garden. Yes, every school has a beautiful garden. Let's read the question. Do you have a garden at home? If you have, you will say, yes, I have a garden at home. Or, I do not have a garden at home. Or, I have a school garden. Now, what is the purpose of the garden? the garden. You have plants, shrubs, sometimes trees. Why? To keep the place green and fresh. You come out of your house, you see something green, a green tree, a green plant, a green shrub, and a green herb. Everything looks green and nice, fresh for the eyes. What do you see on the tree? Sometimes on the tree you might find a bird or two chirping away, a crow cawing away. Okay, what the little boy doing here is looking at the flowers. Lovely. In the garden, you might have flowers, colorful flowers. In the garden, you might have few vegetable garden like this. It looks like tomatoes. So, do you have a garden at home? You can say, I do have a garden at home, or I do not have a garden at home. Garden is a place to keep the area fresh. Garden is a place to grow some vegetables and some flowers, good for the eyes. What do you do in the garden? I clean the garden by picking the dry leaves, putting it away. I water the plants. I help Mama to keep the garden fresh by sometimes pulling away the weed that's not good. Good. So garden is good, helping us to grow flowers and plants, helping us to have fresh air, helping us to see some snails, some butterflies, and some birds that come in the morning and evening. Let's read the question. Do you have a garden at home? Yes, I do have a garden at home. Shall we take a new picture? Good. Look at the lovely picture here. What do you see? You see a dustbin. The little girl throwing the trash, throwing the waste into the waste paper basket, into the bin. Is it a good habit? Yes. Picking up the rubbish, trash, putting it into the bin is a very good habit. It helps to keep the place, your home, your class, your school clean. Let's read. Do you throw the waste in the bin? Yes, the answer is I throw the waste in the bin. And that's what the little girl says. I throw the waste in the bin. Why do you have to throw the waste in the bin? If you put it down, it makes the place dirty. It's a good habit to pick up a paper or vegetable peel, to pick up a banana peel, pick up a plastic bottle, a plastic paper, and throw it in the bin inside. See that it goes inside the bin. That is a very good habit. You are learning a good habit. Listening to mommy, listening to teacher. Do. Mommy says, do this. Mommy says, do not throw papers. Do not throw the shaving down. After eating the fruit, throw the waste into the bin. Mommy is telling you. Teacher says the same thing. Don't shave where you're sitting, your pencil. Don't throw the bits of paper down. Pick it up and put in the bin. Both at home and at school, we are learning good habits. What is the good habit? Do you throw the waste in the bin? Yes, I throw the waste in the bin. Good. Let's go to the new picture and see the use of do, some good habit that we have learned. Look at the picture. What is this little child doing? Helping mommy to clean. Let's read the question. Do you keep your house clean? Yes, little boy said, I do keep my house clean. I do help mommy to clean the house. I do keep mommy, help mommy to mop the place, to clean if the coffee or milk spill or curry spill. I help mommy to keep the house clean. So mommy must get help, your daddy's help. All of you must help mommy to keep your house clean. Yes, so the little boy says, I'm going to help you, mummy, to keep the house clean. Let's read. Do you keep your house clean? Yes, I keep my house clean. Let's go to a new picture and see what good habit we learn at home and at school. What is the little girl doing here? She's writing. Do you write your homework? What does the teacher give you in the school? She gives homework. And she said, do write your homework. So I'm asking you now, do you write your homework? Yes, I write my homework. Or do you get your brother to write your homework? No, you must do your own homework. Okay, so is the little girl doing her homework? Yes, she is writing her homework. How does she write? She will write neatly, legibly. Now, how do you feel doing your homework? Happy. Good habit? Yes, doing your own homework. Writing your own homework is a good habit. What is the question? Do you write your homework? Yes, I write my own homework.
Please subscribe to our channel, and for latest update click on the bell icon.